Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
I love the toughness of this quarterback to be able to pick up some good yards like this, move the chains, keep this drive alive. His team will feed off of his energy when he makes plays like this.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. On the run, he'll let it go. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Handoff from the shotgun. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
They'll run it here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll try the jet sweep here. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. Yeah, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And now from the pistol formation. Hand off to the single back. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Well, what do you know here? An offensive coordinator from Wisconsin calling a nice run play for a first down. Man, we have been seeing this for so many years, so many decades. Wisconsin with the ability to run the football is just a thing of beauty.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Grab made by the tight end. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger. Some good quarterback play, but always seems to make the right decision.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Powers through. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, drops back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Direct snap to the back. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Airing this one out toward the sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the PAT makes it 10-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Catch made on the out route. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Badgers. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out, it's Hawkins. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Now someone moved this a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Clemson. No chance to catch him. Well, a touchdown to a wide-open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. After a slow start, this offense has finally gotten going. A touchdown here could make things really interesting. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. He brings him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Nice run here by this Wisconsin running back to pick up the 1st down, and you love to see Wisconsin when they can run the ball. Think about, Chris, the embarrassment of riches that the Badgers have had over the years. Monty Ball and Melvin Gordon and Jonathan Taylor, and going back to Ron Dayne, who won the Heisman. So many good backs that have played in Camp Randall.
Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. I love seeing the receivers' willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, it's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The shotgun handoff here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Throws it to the right, and he's got it. In a big gain before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. The Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Takes the handoff again. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
Trying for a 4th down completion. He's moving out of the pocket now. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Only 11 seconds in the first half as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Just what they wanted. You've got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He hands it off from the gun. They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on 3rd and long. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. On the ground, it's Graves. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the runner takes off to his right.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And the Badgers come to the line to run the hurry-up. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. It's a quick grab. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down after that previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Pass caught. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They look to throw it here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, it's third and long now. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Catch made down inside the 10.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got first and goal.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Touchdown, Badgers. That puts them on top in the second half.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And they knock through the PAT, so it's a 4-point game, 28-24. kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They're trying to run it with the option. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
Here's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. The Tigers come up to the line in a hurry-up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Defense not pressing this time. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll run it to the right side. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Grab down the middle. It's Hawkins. And they get him down after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
This defense just cannot get off the field. On march, moves on. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. And the defense brings him down.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender. He throws the interception.
And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going?
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Ball is free in the backfield. The defense has picked up the football going the other way.
It's tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Ball handed off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. 2nd and goal. They hand it to him again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Important 3rd down and goal now. They'll try the option play here. They'll toss it to the back. Touchdown, Clemson. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
The kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter and set something up downfield.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter? They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And midfield. Across the 40. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown Tigers. And the defense adds 6 on the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. He'll take a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Pressure is coming. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. And the Badgers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to launch it deep again. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And that's it. The game will end on one